All right, we're answering your questions now. Q&A time. First up, Nico tweets, when is the time to buy Alibaba? Is it after any trade deal is announced? Weiss, I'll give you that because you were in the name. I don't think you're there anymore.
No, I got out and thought I missed it when it went to 200. Sold a little bit higher than here, but clearly I didn't miss it. Look, I think the trade deal is an issue, but you've also got the Chinese markets haven't been doing well, even though it's a Cayman business that trades here. And you've also got some issues with the company in terms of that it continues to be opaque. But the bottom line is, no, it's not going to trade higher till the economy starts stabilizing there and you get rid of the trade issues. All those stocks are down.
All right. Joey, George in Luxembourg asks you, is Red Hat ready to buy? The stock's down 14% in 3 months.
No, it is not. You need to first hear what they're going to say on the September 19th conference call and what type of earnings they're going to release. That was the problem for this company back in June when it fell from 177 to 140. Hasn't recovered. Bad earnings. Let's see if they're able to reverse that. All
right. Our friend Ron in Florida wants to know about a semi-stock. He writes, I've held Skyworks for several years with a good return. Is it still a long-term hold or a good time to sell, Jim?
Short answer is it is a long-term hold. I own one of their competitors, Corvo, but it's in the same space. Look, you got to be able to hang on here because these stocks are incredibly volatile, but the long-term trend is up. The valuation is good. They're providing components for smartphones, which are not going away anytime soon. It's a growth industry. Yes, it's a long-term hold.
All right, it's a good one. Marriott, is it a buy into earnings next week? Asks Jordan in Arizona. Michael.
I think I'd probably wait for the whites of their eyes for next week, Jordan. I think if you look at the consumer's getting a little bit stronger in terms of wage gains. We saw that today. I think Marriott will do well, but I'd wait and see. Stock's down about 25 points from its all-time high at $150 a share. It's a little bit lower today. I buy management with companies, and I'm looking at it. I'm going to watch Marriott. David Grissom is the president of Marriott. He is a friend. I've known him. This is a very tenacious, very bright guy. I would buy whatever this guy was doing, and I'd like to see their numbers next week.
Arnie Sorensen's very
And Arnie Sorensen's fabulous, too. No question.
Okay, a viewer in New Jersey asks if Walmart will miss on earnings because of Amazon. You own Walmart.
I do.
So what's the story?
Walmart is it's recovering, and if it does miss, I'll buy more. I believe in the long-term story. I like the acquisition that they did in India, and I also would want to point out Costco and Target also performing well. The big box hypermarket story is working right now.
All right, another friend of ours in Australia, of all places, wants to know what is going on with Tableau. The stock's down nearly 9% today. Weiss, you own it. What's
I do own it, and it was my final trade.
Australia.
My final trade yesterday in a bit of poor timing. Look, I listened to the call. I thought it was a great quarter. The story here is that they're moving more of their business to subscription revenues, and those were up 84%. They're still growing the top line at 13%, 14% will continue to grow it. They beat in the bottom line. So, look, I think the story is there. It had moved up quite a bit yesterday into the earnings. I'm sticking with it. I think it's a very attractive company. I think it's a very attractive asset for somebody like Microsoft, which actually lags them in the business. One more addendum on Alibaba,
please,
if I could. We're involved in a company, iKang, and iKang is a Chinese healthcare company, walk-in medical centers. The issue also that I have with Alibaba is that there's, I would say, some self-dealing. We know what they did with Alipay, number one. Number two, they're investing in Focus Media. Guess who the owner of Focus Media is? Jack Ma's private equity firm. And with iKang, they're taking it private at a huge discount to what it's worth. And the people taking it public, in addition to management, is Alibaba, Yunfeng, which is Jack Ma's private equity firm, and Jack Ma's family office. That just doesn't add up. And I don't think they would get away with it here. So those are the other issues that plague Alibaba.